live stream of the day. Why did this shut off? Stupid. And what I gotta find it on here. Feel love. Okay, you got happiness coming out over your life, and it looks like you have a commitment on the horizon. If you're not with anyone right now, and someone new maybe, it looks like you might have to walk pretty quick. Good luck on your side. There's love, money, fertility, into your intuition. Be careful if you don't want kids right now. Could be a fire sign. Adriana, how will it finish this laboral weekend? How will it finish this laboral week? I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to see what the cards say. There's a new opportunity and things seem to move forward. There's mutual respect this week, long-term potential, cause for celebration around a decision that needs to be made, and feeling prepared to do so. It looks like the week finishes on a high note. Mustafa, why did the guy that I'm thinking of not want to join my group for the class project? Felt a little bit burdened or intimidated by the energy of the group. So either one of you or all of you together intimidated him. So he wanted to be with a less intimidating crowd, or maybe a less intelligent crowd. I don't know. He was intimidated by you guys. Sepia, me and Ramon. You got the sun coming out over this relationship. It may take a minute, though. There may be a lot of indecision around it right now that just has to work itself out. It looks like you walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Push your relationship with him forward. Balance comes back to it. Good luck comes back to you. And then you have some things changing for the better quickly. As your life starts to change, I think that relationship starts to evolve around your life. Elizabeth, what good things are coming to me during retrograde? Well, retrograde is not usually, it's not usually a time of good things happening. Not that it's that bad things have to happen. Retrograde doesn't bring good things. Retrograde is a good time to go back to things that have been unfinished. So it wouldn't be a good time to go out and buy a new car, but it would be a good time to pay off the car you have. Doesn't usually, Mercury retrograde doesn't usually bring in good opportunities. It usually brings in opportunities to finish things that you never finished. Like if you started painting a room but never finished painting the room, then it would be a good time to go back to that. Retrograde period doesn't usually bring in new things. Anything that comes in under Mercury retrograde can leave when Mercury goes direct. It's not a good time to start anything new. It does look like there may be a slowdown around your life, and you may be feeling a little bit anxious. Mercury, there's a school of thought that if you're born under Mercury retrograde, it could be beneficial. But I was born under Mercury retrograde, and I have never really lived through a Mercury retrograde that was great. I mean, I've had some really bad ones, but I never had one that was really great. So I don't know that I believe that. But it's a time to go back and finish old projects. It's not a good time for new good things to come in. That usually doesn't happen. Anything that were to come in under Mercury retrograde would leave when Mercury goes direct. It is a good time though if you're staying in the same field. So for example, if you work in retail, let's just say that you work at like I worked for A&P. If I were to take another job in a grocery store under Mercury retrograde, that would be okay because it's something that I've done before. But is it good? It's kind of like a lateral move. And for me now, it would actually be a step down because the grocery stores don't want to pay part-time what I was making at A&P, not anywhere near. So I wouldn't look to Mercury retrograde for a time of good things coming in. It's more of a time of going back and finishing up old business and putting things to rest, ending things, finishing things, tying up loose ends. Sepia, Maine, Derek. There's sharp energy around this situation, but you already know that. The Lovers is in reverse. There could be more disappointment around this situation, or it just could be that the whole situation is disappointing, and it doesn't look like anything is getting better. It looks like things may be at a standstill. You may be reliving a hurt around him. I would try to distance yourself as much as you can from him because he might take anger out on you if things are going shitty for him. And I think he's going to have a lot of shit go on around him. Thing is that now with retrograde Mercury coming, this could be a time to tie up loose ends with him. Is that a good thing? I think it would be a good thing to seal the deal, end it, and just move away from it. But we'll see what happens. Sepia, how does Ramel feel about my gift and the letter? Good. Feels like things are moving forward. Feels like there's ambition or a little bit of a fire has been lit underneath him. Feels like he can exhale. Feels like the sun is coming out between the two of you. He was impressed with the gift. Whatever it was like a touching gift. I don't know about the letter as much as the gift. The gift really struck a chord in him. Prussian, is Omasego going to go up before XRP? No, I think the other one goes up first. I think XRP goes up first. Mustafa, did the girl in my finance class notice me? And if so, what did she think? I know, I'm not sure, but I think she noticed me looking at her Zoom during class lecture because we both smiled at one point. I do think that she did notice you. I think she thought that you were attractive, successful. I don't know. Do you say anything? And you could have piqued her curiosity. She may be interested in learning more about you. I don't know if you say anything during those things. She may be curious. You know, I know that like Zoom is bizarre, but she may be closer to you through Zoom than if you're actually together in the classroom. So she may have noticed you more through Zoom than she would if you were sitting next to her. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see what happens. Yeah, she definitely noticed you, but I think you piqued her curiosity. Talia, general in regards to my business. sun comes out, but it's in reverse, so it could take some time. You are being guided by the divine, and you have the magician. So things should be moving forward and looking up, no longer feeling stuck. Success comes in around personal business. It should be growing. Nejwalani, should I change my job? Got a 70% chance, yes. I would put feelers out there and see what else is out there, what else is available. Mustafa had no other group members. It was just me, and I wanted him to form a group with me. So it must mean that he is intimidated by me. Yeah, could be that he was just intimidated by you then, yeah. You know, yeah, there are some people, their personalities can be a little bit intimidating. And I know friends of mine who I like and I respect, but I can find them a little intimidating. So that's not necessarily like, I don't think it's a bad thing at all, but I understand how it could feel being intimidated by somebody, but still having respect for them and still liking them and valuing their opinion and so on and so forth, but yet still feeling a little bit like intimidated. Oh, Anthony, did you just email me recently for me to do one here or for me to do a private? Because I can do it after, I could do a private after this if you need me to. Your advice about my new fashion style, working out in the beard, going so good for me. I'm getting so much attention. Oh, good for you. I told you that the guy that I worked with, he grew a beard, and all of a sudden, like, people started treating him different. And he was like, he was really incredibly smart, but he just could not function. Like, he couldn't function at all. In day-to-day life, he had absolutely no common sense. Sister, I'm paralyzed by my indecision. Am I just not ready? So let's see. Am I just not ready? I get a 70% chance that you're not ready, but I think you are ready. I think that what the decision-making process or whatever is going on is, that's more the issue than it is the actual decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not good at making decisions myself either. And that's why I tend to ask a lot of people for their opinions, even when I already know what I should do. So I don't know why. And then sometimes I still don't listen to my gut. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the way that I grew up. I have no idea. But I think that it's a tough situation to be in, and I would have a hard time too. But I think you know what to do, and I think you have made the decision. I think that there's something that's stopping you from actually acting on it. And it reminds me, like, similar to like my issue with yoga. Every sign is showing up that I should no longer continue teaching yoga. It's far, like, if it was around the corner from my house, it would be an hour and a half of my day. But because it's so far into New Jersey, it takes me 3 hours by the time I have to leave here, teach the class, and come home. My car has broken down once. My babysitter got sick. She was out for 2 weeks. Now my babysitter can't do Thursday nights anymore. I don't know how many more signs I need. But yeah, I'm having a hard time making the decision. I don't know why. I mean, and when I tried, I'm like, well, do I feel responsible to the students? Do I feel responsible to the studio? What is it that's keeping me there? I can't even answer it. So think about whether or not it's that you have an issue making the actual decision, but yet you really know what the decision is. like the decision should be this. Why can't I just get to that point? I know that this is what I want. I know that this is the one. What is it that's keeping me from making that decision? I think that it's more about that than it is the actual decision. I think you've already made the decision. I don't know why some people have a hard time making decisions, but I'm definitely one of those people, so I totally understand. I totally get it. I don't know how much time you have. Like, if you have a couple of more weeks, you could sit with it a little bit longer. I still think you know what the decision is. So I feel like almost by not making the decision prolongs your own agony. Because once you make the decision, I think you'll feel relief. Whatever you decide, you'll feel relief. Leslie, am I trying too hard with work and love? Okay, let's see. Yep, you could be. Yeah, 70% chance, yes. So if you're trying too hard, sometimes it tends to build a lot of resistance around the situations, and that may be why you're feeling frustrated or you feel like things aren't moving forward quick enough. What I would do, and this is like sometimes I'll do this myself when it comes to work, if I feel like things are sluggish or things aren't moving forward, or if I feel like I'm not expanding my horizons enough, sometimes I'll just take a break. I'm like, you just need a break. Just don't do it today. Take a day for yourself. And I'm one of those people that I am definitely a ball in motion, right? Like I'll just keep going and going and going. But if I stop, well, then there I am stopped. So for me, I have to be very careful that I don't go too much in the opposite direction. But, you know, sometimes you have to pull your energy way back and then go back to it. And then that can restart the process. Sometimes it's just tweaking the energy a little bit. It does look like you are putting in a little too much effort. And that could be building a little bit of resistance around the situations. Adriana, how's it going to be living in the new place? I think you're going to love it. I think it's like slow and steady wins the race, but you're no longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain. I can breathe a sigh of relief. The magician shows up, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Could be a new love interest around, feeling balanced, feeling like the world is at your feet. Like you're in a new place, which number one changes the energy around you. It shifts everything. And then I just think it's going to do you a world of good, and I think you're going to love it. Sister, the lady ended up giving a different dog that I liked. Ended up giving a different dog. I liked the dog I liked, so she sent me a video with the two dogs. The new one I really liked, but looked like it seemed shy and timid, which I was told was not good to get. She called me up and said every day it's something new, and she spent more time with any other client, and she feels like I'm unsure, and she wanted to know what my deal is. It made me feel horrible. Maybe I'm just not ready. I'm always so indecisive about everything. What's wrong with me? I am too. Is this the lady with the black and white one? Because I don't like her. I don't like her. Like, you know what? First of all, number one, it's a lot of money. And you're the client. She's really working for you. So she should change her fucking attitude with the, I've spent so much time with the never spent enough time with the client. That's what you do. If you were buying a car, if you were buying a house, if you were having your hair colored, the person would be spending a lot of time with you. So she could take her attitude and shove it up her ass for as far as I'm concerned, because that's what happens. I mean, like, that's what people do. I mean, my mother, I swear to God, my mother, if she had somewhere to go, we would go to the first dress shop and try on every dress in that shop. And then we go to every other store in the tri-state area. And then we would go back to the first store and she would buy the first dress she tried on. That was my mother. But she was spending a lot of money on a dress and she wanted what she wanted and she wanted to be sure. Me, I'll go in there and I'll just buy any dress. Like, I'm different in that way. But when it comes to me making decisions about other people or like life changing decisions, I have a hard time. I don't think that somebody who is trying to sell you something should have that attitude. It's a lot of money to be spending. You should get what you want. And she shouldn't, I don't like that attitude. I can understand why you felt that way. I would feel the same way, but she's working for you, this woman. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like she's trying to sell something. That's what she's supposed to do. You have to be happy with what you're getting. If this is that same woman, I don't like her and I would definitely not buy anything from her. But that's my opinion. Let me see. Let me ask the cards. Um, well, you may be afraid that you're going to make a mistake, and that's why you're hemming and hawing over it, because it is a lot of money. There is an animal involved here. It's not something that you can go back on, right? And you can't give it back. And if you do give it back, will you be able to get your money back? Will they be able to sell it to somebody else? It's a big deal. It's a big decision. I don't blame you for not being sure. I don't like that woman's attitude. You're a client and she's working for you and she shouldn't be talking to you like that. I don't care. I just don't, I don't care for that. I think that when it comes to making big decisions, I don't know if you feel like you have a commitment issue, because sometimes I felt like that myself. Like, do I have a problem with the commitment to it? Or, like, but then that can't be the case, because I'm afraid of giving up the yoga class, right? So what's stopping me from giving that up? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why some people have a harder time making decisions than others. I don't think it's because you're not ready for the dog. I don't think that's the case. And I don't think it's that you haven't made the decision, because I think that you have. I think you know that you don't want the black and white one. I think that the other one is the one that you want. But if you're uncertain, put it off. You don't have to do it now. I mean, you could always get a dog next year or the year after. You don't have to do it right now. They'll still be around. I just don't care for the way this woman is treating you. And as a client or someone who's going to lay down a large sum of money, you should be treated better than that. If you're undecided and you're not sure and you want to look around, she should give you that and not be an asshole. And I don't like that. I don't think you've done anything wrong. Uriali, what's going on between me and Brandon? Well, this situation looks like it's a little bit all over the place. What sign is he? You got here, well, an air, well, there could be a Taurus. All right, this is what's showing. Starting a new journey, but then you guys have an argument. It's not the biggest deal, but it's an argument. The Emperor is in reverse, which I don't care for. Somebody here is trying to manipulate and control the situation. I don't care for that. I don't know who it is, but this would be something to keep your eyes and ears open for. Looks like somebody is unprepared with this situation. Somebody else may want the situation to move forward, and the other person is not ready for that. Looks like communication may be down, and the moon is in reverse, which means a secret may be revealed around this situation. There is a Taurus here, so I don't know if he's the Taurus, but I would say that at the very best, this is a roller coaster ride between you and him. So I would keep your options open. If he's not a Taurus, there could be a Taurus coming in that could change things here. Adriana, who's coming in and intentions? Water sign comes in that's feeling very strong, well-balanced, stable, sincere, and they put their best foot forward. They come in with happiness. They could come in with a committed relationship and be perseverant. Success comes in too, possibly around a relationship with a Virgo who doesn't hold themselves back. Now, Jelani, should I put Gene out of my life? Probably. You got a 70% chance of yes and the Ten of Swords, which could indicate that either this person has already hurt you or they will hurt you. Mustafa, why did the girl on the street act so shyly around me as I walked by her earlier today? Is this the same girl or it's a different girl? She may be feeling a little bit, well, she may have been feeling today like a little bit of a disaster. This has nothing to do with you. It has to do with her. She may have been a little self-conscious today. And maybe today she may not have wanted you to notice her. Yeah, I think that she tried to make herself invisible. You like my sweater? It's a sweatshirt and it's from the Bully Crew. This dog here his name was St. Vincent, and they called him Chenz because they were calling him Vincenzo and then made a nickname Chenz. Anyway, his story was one that really got me right in the heart. Oh shit, I forgot the name of the dog, but he's a big dog, very furry. Looked like a German Shepherd, but I can't remember the name. Bigger than a German Shepherd, fluffier than a German Shepherd, but that kind of coloring. And they usually live to be 7 or 8. It estimated that he was about 12 years old when they found him. He was found, God help me, I hope I don't start crying, in a garbage bag taped up on the side of the road. Somebody found him in the garbage bag. He was alive. Can you imagine that this is how a dog is treated in New York? And the Bully Crew saved him. They took him to the hospital. They got him the help that he needed. He recovered. He lived with Craig, the guy that runs the Bully Crew, for a while, and then they got him adopted, but to a family who previously had the same breed. I can't remember the name of the breed. But he only lived maybe another year, or maybe like 6 months to a year after he got adopted. But thank God, at least he died in a loving home and being cared for, and he didn't die in the garbage can in the bag. People are fucking disgusting. Disgusting. But anyway, his story just got me right in the heart. So I bought this sweatshirt. They have all kinds of clothes, but because I wanted his face. But anyway, thank you. Adriana, will I be meeting my next boyfriend here or in the new city? Okay, let's see. Will I be meeting my next boyfriend here? I think you're going to meet somebody here. I think you meet him here. Sure, Anthony. I'll take care of it as soon as I finish the live stream. T-Vet, general for me in the Aquarius. Things could be moving forward for you. The Aquarius may be putting in some extra work or putting in some extra effort, and the relationship may go into balance. If you've been feeling like things have been a little bit, crazy, balance could come back to the situation. Here's the Aquarius. You have a wish around this situation. You guys could have an argument, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. And there could be success and good karma that comes to this situation. There may be a little bit of turmoil because it looks like you guys may have an argument, but when you get past that, it looks like things start to improve. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you're being guided by the divine. You've got good luck coming in. But you know what? The Aquarius isn't the only person around you. You could have a lot of options moving forward. So keep your options open if you're unsure. Priscilla, does Orlando, the Pisces, have any intentions towards me? Yeah, I think so. I think that things could move forward between you and him. You might see him putting in a little bit more effort, or communication could pick up. I think you may be seeing him soon in the near future. Oh, it was a different girl. But that girl, I think, was feeling, you ever have one of those days where you're like, I just don't want anyone to look at me because I just feel like a disaster? Like that's what's coming up around her. It had nothing to do with you. Yeah. Should I consider dating my ex, Omar? Okay, let's see. Should we date the ex, Omar? Yes, you got 3 aces. I would give him a chance. Yeah. Caribbean general. Taking time for rest, relaxation, recharging your batteries does you a world of good. You got some financial stability coming in, and you have long-term committed relationship on the horizon. If you're not with anyone right now, could be with a Scorpio. You also have a Libra here. Weight of the world is going to melt off your back. Feeling like the love cup is full and you're starting a new journey. You also may be going back to school or learning a new area of study. Malika, Michael's next move towards me. Communication could make you feel like you could breathe a sigh of relief. It comes in out of nowhere, like out of the blue, probably sometime maybe next week or before the end of the month. Cinnamon, what is there I'm not seeing to help me financially? Well, there are financial opportunities around you that could change your life for the better quickly and push your life ahead fast. Just like I told the other person last night, the same thing that I would tell you. Anything that you can do on the side, anything that you can do on your own terms, I would try to get involved in and put money aside. And I wouldn't tell anybody about it. I would just go and do it. Whether you're doing personal shopping, dog walking, anything like that. And put the money in a savings account, an Acorns account, whatever you got. And sock it away so that you can build enough financial stability so that you can get to where you need to go. There are plenty of opportunities coming in around you. You have a lot of pentacles. And you could do it on your own terms. You also could see if the school is hiring. Or if you could do something with the school. That might be easy, you know, like if you're already there. Although I think school's all online now, right? Anyway, you got pentacles around you. So there are opportunities around you that you're not seeing that could bring in extra cash. Hola, General. You are stepping into your own strength, which is then going to push your life forward to greener pastures, no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You're not looking back on the past with rose-colored glasses. I think that you're ready for your life to move forward. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, pushes your life ahead. You could have a new love interest come in if you're not with anyone right now. That could be a Capricorn. You're heading towards all 10 cups being full. You might not be there yet, but you're on your way and you have money flowing to you. There's money coming in. Shira, Pisces, love. You've got the Magician, so you can manifest new opportunities when it comes to love. Got a Cancer coming in, and the love cup is full. Looks like your love life is moving forward if you're not with anyone right now. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have, you've got options coming in. I would keep your options open. Knight of Cups, a new love interest comes in with long-term possibility, feeling balanced, putting in a lot of effort. They may have some money. Now, I don't know if you're the Pisces or if you're talking about love with a Pisces, but I'm not seeing a Pisces here right now. So I would keep your options open. Benita, what are Christopher's intentions towards me currently? He seems disconnected and unprepared. I don't know what your relationship is with him right now, but you might not be listening to your intuition. The situation may be, you might not be listening to your intuition with the High Priestesses in reverse. I don't know when the last time was you spoke to this person, but it's like the love cup has run out of love. There's not a lot of growth and transformation happening here, and he seems like he's unprepared. I wouldn't expect much from him. You've got here, he's got a little anxiety around him too. That might not have anything to do with the situation. That just may be in his life. Jamie, love for the rest of January. Love for the rest of January. Love for the rest of January. You got a Taurus coming in. You also have the Sun here. The Sun is in reverse, which means it may take time for happiness to, to feel the happiness, and maybe down the road a little bit. You could meet the Taurus. There's also a Cancer coming in the month of January, but it may not cultivate this month. And it might take a little bit of time, which I would suggest anyway, because Mercury retrograde is not a good time to start a new relationship. If you are already with someone, it would be a good time to work on your current relationship. But in that event, it looks like the got the Ace of Swords. You may have to lay down the law, set up boundaries, cut through bullshit if you're with someone right now. If you're not, opportunity is there for a Taurus and a Cancer to come in, but I don't see starting a relationship before the end of the month. Cinnamon, how will I do in the Zoom meetings for school? You should do really well. It looks like you earn a lot of respect. Things move forward. You listen to your intuition. You feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and you feel less burdened. Once you have a couple of weeks of school behind you, I think you're going to be feeling much more confident about things. Cinnamon, will I travel more with West or Jamel? Okay, will I travel more with West? Jamel. You would travel more with Jamel. Adriana, does he miss me? He does miss you. Yeah. And you create TH's intentions and actions going next. Well, he's been coming up here a little undecided and feeling a little bit mild anxiety. I would keep your options open because it looks like things may be a little bit stagnant here. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship, but he's showing as being unprepared. So I don't know, and I'm not seeing any love here. I don't know if when the last time was you saw or spoke to him, but there may be a little bit of, he may pull his energy back a little bit. I would keep your options open because it doesn't look like things are moving forward quickly right now. C3, general for the next 2 weeks. You've got the Fool here, starting a new journey. Starting a new journey that may bring in money because you could paying off a bill of debt or a loan. So it could be two separate things, starting a new journey, but you're also paying off a bill of debt or a loan that makes you feel relief. It looks like you may run into someone who you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Out of the clear blue sky, probably when Mercury goes retrograde, that'll happen. Feeling prepared for the future. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you makes you feel a little bit more balanced. An Aries may come in that could be significant, and you're going through personal growth and change. You got personal growth and change on the horizon. Spiritual awakening. A, the Sagittarius' intentions and thoughts for me. No communication. Okay, I wouldn't expect to hear from this person anytime soon for a couple of reasons. First of all, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. And then the Three of Cups in reverse might indicate that there's a third party that's interfering with this situation. And the Chariot is in reverse. So I would keep your options open. But the way they think about you, they think that you're strong, caring, loyal, sincere, well-prepared, grounded, stable, hardworking, down-to-earth, well-grounded, unique. Stability comes up. They think that you're very stable and they have a lot of respect for you. But I think that there could be a third party here that's interfering with the situation. And I don't see much contact coming in right now. Danny, the Creatix. I'm probably not saying that right. Creatrix. General messages starting my spiritual business and Reiki practice. If you've been feeling stuck and you haven't been doing anything to, put the ball in motion, take the bull by the horns, stop holding yourself back. You've got the world at your feet. Now is the time. I would do it. It looks like you got cause for celebration that comes in around a new business that could be bringing in more money. Things could move forward quickly. You've got some good luck and you have a wish around the situation. I would do it. And I wouldn't wait. I would do it now. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. Stuff like that should really take off. When will Jamel want when he comes towards me, and when? Well, he is probably going to want to come towards you and reconnect. I don't know where you guys are in the situation, but the Empress is here, which is like love, money, abundance, fertility. It could be sex. It could be spending time together. The relationship could be moving forward. But I don't know how long you're going to wait for this guy to get off his butt. Could be another, like, you may hear from him, you could see him, but I don't think he comes in being real serious for a while. It's like he's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Maybe this spring he gets a little more serious. You're going to get frustrated around him. Oriella, will Ethan get a spot in 4K in St. Joseph? And how will he feel going there again? I think he does get a spot. Yeah, I do think he's going to get a spot. If this is a change for him, he may initially feel a little bit anxious, but it looks like that goes away fast. And he feels good there. He feels strong, safe, and he enjoys it. Knight of Cups. But he might be feeling, you know, a little anxiety if there's a change. Yeah, I mean, everybody feels anxiety when they start something new. But I think he'll do well there. Oh, you're welcome, Danny. It'll be new. Yeah, he may feel a little bit nervous starting something new, but I think he adjusts pretty quickly and he enjoys it. Oh, Adriana, I didn't ask that one. I must have skipped it. Does he think that I'm going to, does he think that I'm going to reach out? He does think that you're going to reach out. I think he does think you're going to reach out. Welcome to Biden-Harris General Advice. Got a soulmate connection coming in. If you may already be with this person. If you are, your relationship will deepen. If you're not with anyone right now, there's one on the horizon. Could be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. That would do you well. And it looks like current relationship could be moving forward. It could be taking it to the next level. It could have long-term potential. If you're not with anyone, next relationship, the love cup is full with long-term potential. It looks like you have a taking time for rest, relaxation, self-care will serve you well. It also looks like you have a Capricorn and a Libra coming in that may be of significance. Taking time for rest, relaxation will recharge your batteries and make you feel like a whole brand new person. It also looks like you may be planning a trip to water, by water, or around water and being guided by the divine. And divine timing is around you, which could be bringing in some extra money. I don't know if you have a new business opportunity, or this could be money that you're waiting on. Ten of Pentacles doesn't always have to be money that you work for. It could be money that you're waiting on for whatever reason. Money should be coming in a substantial amount in the near future. Yvette, what's going on with the Aquarius in love? What's going on with the Aquarius in love? He may be very undecided about what he wants love-wise. You know, it's like, well, it's like on one hand, he may want to be in a committed relationship. I don't know if he's seeing anybody. I don't see the Three of Cups in reverse here, so I don't think he's with anybody else. If he is, it may not be that serious. But sometimes he feels regretful. Sometimes he feels like he wants to be in a stable relationship. Other times he feels like he can't be bothered. But I guess that's sort of Aquarians like to have their freedom. I don't think he has all that much going on. It looks like he may be very busy with work or school, whatever it is that he does all day. There is a Leo around him that may be of significance, and he does have the Magician, so he can manifest new opportunities. But I don't know that he is really putting that out there. I don't think he knows exactly what he wants. For you, you're probably going to hear from him relatively soon. He may have been disappointed in love recently, too. He's got disappointment and maybe even feeling a little bit stuck. Hierophant. Oh, happy Wednesday. How is Indigo viewing me and what I said today? Okay, let's see. All right, I don't know what you said to her, but she feels like the world is at her feet. You've alleviated some stress, and she's thinking about things. She feels like she has a wish, and she's going to listen to her intuition. She also thinks that, well, she thinks that you're successful. She thinks you're happy. She thinks that you're sincere, and she may feel like this situation's being guided by the divine. She also thinks that you're well prepared, reliable, grounded, stable, and attractive. The Justice card is here, so that's like either good karma or feeling balanced, feeling pleasant, somebody that's pleasant to be around. I think that she feels good, and whatever it is that you said either may make her feel like relief around the situation, and she's thinking about it. So if you've like made some kind of, an offering of some type, she's thinking about it and things should move forward. Oriella, general for next week. Could have somebody from your past coming back with the Six of Cups. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. It looks like the Knight of Wands, you got some ambition coming in, or you may be feeling ambitious about something. Ace of Swords, don't be afraid to lay down the law, cut through bullshit. Page of Pentacles, you may be working on a side business, a new business opportunity, and be very focused on it. Could be slow and steady wins the race, but it proves positive. Whatever it is that you're working on pays off. Water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That could be somebody from your past, or it could be somebody totally new. Looks like you're prepared and excited for the future, and you have some good luck coming in. Gigi, does Israel want to see me again? Yeah, I think he does want to see you again. Hierophant, I offered her a great first date filled with plans and ensured no sex. I only care to get to know her. Then perfect. That's why she feels relief, because she doesn't think you expect anything from her sex-wise. Excellent. Good. She's thinking about it. Things should move forward. AS, general for the next 10 days, and how will my birthday go? Oh, happy birthday. Success comes in over the next 10 days. Life starts to move forward, feeling grounded, stable, and feeling like you're stepping into your own power. You could have a Pisces around you that may be of significance. Your birthday looks like it goes well. Like you have a lot of people around you that are showing you respect or possibly celebrating with you. Nine of Pentacles, you got money coming in. Could be hearing from somebody out of the blue you haven't seen or spoken to in some time. Maybe that's on your birthday. But it looks like things start to move forward for you nicely over the next 10 days. Pinky, general. Pinky Lee, general. Disappointment moves into the past. Eight of Pentacles. You may be Thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Sagittarius comes in, that could be significant. Also an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Love cup is full. If you're not with anyone right now, there are new options coming in. If you are with someone right now, current relationship, the love is there. Nine of Pentacles, money is flowing towards you. And you could also be hearing from somebody out of the blue you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. That person could be in Aries, or you have an Aries coming in that's of significance. You may also have a new business opportunity that leads to success coming in. PG Rocks. Love between me and the Sagittarius for next week. Any movement, there's no communication. Right, any movement between me and the Sagittarius next week. I don't see much happening next week. It looks like things are still stuck and held back. And I would keep your options open. Is there anybody here that I haven't answered for? Angel. Besides Angel, what are Elise's feelings and what's the outcome if I tell her my feelings by the 14th? Does it go well or will it be the same outcome? Okay, let's see. She seems to think of you as a friend. I don't know how close you guys are. The Two of Cups right now is in reverse. She may be undecided. If you tell her how you feel, you might take her by shock. She may be undecided. The Sun is in reverse, which means there is possibility for things to move forward with her and happiness could come. It just may be a little bit down the road and it may not happen the way you want it to or as fast as you want it to. I think that when you tell her how you feel, it's going to take her by surprise. And she may need a moment to process it all. Anybody here that I haven't answered for? Or no, I got to everyone. And none of the moderators are here. I wonder if the notifications didn't go out. Did you guys get notifications? Oh, Sepia was here earlier. Huh. All right. T. Yvette, when will he become single? Ace of Clubs. The ace could be the beginning of anything, the beginning of any month, the beginning of any season, or I would say not until the summer. The clubs would be the summer. Alrighty. I am going to go, and I will come back on tomorrow. I'm going to do Anthony's private now, But if anybody needs a private, feel free to email me. Otherwise, I will be on tomorrow. I'm going to try to get on tomorrow around 1. I can't swear to that, though. We'll see. But if anybody needs anything, feel free to email me, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you all very much, and have a good night. Bye-bye.